Hey everybody, this is Ryan with AGJ coming to you this week with another tech tip. This week we're talking about the recent iCloud hack and two-step verification. Well, if you've been out of the news lately, haven't been really paying attention the last few days, you may be wondering, what are you talking about? Well, recently Apple's iCloud program was hacked and hundreds of thousands of celebrity pictures were posted online. Some of these were very sensitive, very compromising photos, and the sad thing is lots of these celebrities didn't even realize these pictures were out on the web. So obviously a big deal there. We're going to talk today about how to protect yourself, keep these pictures safe, keep all your data in the cloud safe. So first, let's get started. What is iCloud? iCloud is the Apple program that automatically backs up the contents of your phones, from your tablets, from your iPads. So for example, this is the iCloud control panel, a free program you can install on your computer, and it allows you to manage that cloud storage space. You see here I have just photos turned on, so it's saving all the pictures that I take on my phones and my tablets. It's saving them automatically to the cloud. This is turned on by default. In other words, if you buy a new phone and start taking pictures, by default it tries to back them up to the cloud. That was what happened. Lots of these celebrities didn't even realize that their pictures were being backed up to another location. They thought once they deleted them from their phone, they were gone forever. But in fact, just because you delete them from the phone does not mean it deletes them from the cloud. In fact, you see this is my photo stream, my cloud photo stream that's available on my computer. This is copies of all the pictures that I've taken. You'll see here's some old ones. These pictures aren't even on my phone anymore. They're just simply backed up in the cloud so I can still access them. And that's what happened. Lots of these celebrities deleted these pictures. They were still available in the cloud and they didn't even realize it. So bigger question, how can you protect yourself? Well, Apple is turning off the ability for people to use brute force attacks. A brute force attack is when somebody tries hundreds and thousands, even millions of passwords so they get the right one. So what Apple is doing, they're in the process right now of turning that off so that if you guess a password more than a few times and you guess wrong, it will lock the account. That's smart. Most programs do that today. Have no idea why iCloud didn't do that. It allowed these hackers to guess hundreds of thousands of bad passwords without locking the accounts. So Apple's going to be releasing a fix for that in the very near future. What else? Well, biometrics. Apple's working on their iOS version 8. It will support biometrics like fingerprint scanning so that in the future, instead of having to enter a password, you'll simply be able to scan your fingerprint. That will make things much more secure. The problem with both of these methods is that they're in the future. What can you do right now? Well, the most obvious, don't take compromising pictures in the first place. That would be the most protection. Assuming you're going to be doing that, though, if you were to, make sure if you delete them everywhere. Delete them from the cloud and delete them from your devices. So that's a smart thing to do. Next, use a strong password. I'll show you a website in just a minute that will help you determine if the password you're using is strong. By using a strong password, you make it that much harder for a hacker to gain access. Next, don't connect to unknown wireless networks. Don't go into McDonald's, don't go into Starbucks and just randomly start connecting to networks. That's inviting trouble. So be careful with that. If you don't know the network, don't connect to it. Next, use encryption. We strongly recommend this for our medical clients because it goes a long way towards HIPAA compliance. But if you keep any sensitive data on your phones or mobile devices, we recommend this for you. We offer encryption software, so that if this is something you're thinking about, give us a call. It's a little bit deeper than this tech tip this week, but we'd be happy to talk to you about encryption for your mobile devices if you need it. So this is the last option, and this is really the topic for today, two-step verification. You may be saying, what is two-step verification? It's basically an additional step. Instead of just having to enter your password to make purchases or to make changes to your iTunes accounts or access your iCloud, it's a second action that you would have to take. For example, this is the Apple website. We'll go into a little demo in a minute to actually show you how to turn this on, but this is directly from that site. It would allow you to connect another device to your Apple ID, and if you want to make a purchase or make a change to your account, it actually sends a text message to the other device. So if I wanted to, on my computer, buy a new album from iTunes, it would send me a text message. So I'd have to enter my password and also the contents of the text message. If I wanted to go on my iPad and make a change to my account, it would also send a text message to my phone. So that's assuming a hacker wouldn't have access to your account plus one of your devices. So it does go a long way towards safety. And now let's go ahead and dive into our little demo here. So as we mentioned, Apple is committed to making some changes to make iCloud safer, but while they're doing that, let's go ahead and talk about what we can do today to make our accounts more secure. As we mentioned, one of the first things we can do is make sure we have a strong password. You can go to www.howsecureismypassword.net and find out how strong your password is. So let's go ahead and do a little test here. Let's use a capital letter and then a couple of lowercase letters. Now let's try some numbers. So we're at 8 characters with a capital, a lowercase, and a number, and it's telling us that a desktop PC could crack that password in about 15 hours. Let's try another number and another letter. So now we're at 10 characters, and it's telling us you saw it jump to 6 years. So that's a significant jump. Let's go on a little bit farther. 11 characters. Whoa, so 11 characters, it jumped to 412 years. So you see, just by adding an extra character to your password length, you are seriously upping the complexity. So our rule here is if it's important enough to have a password, it needs a strong password. We recommend a minimum of 8 characters. As you see here, though, just adding 2 or 3 more goes a long way. So make your password the strongest that you can. We'll have an upcoming tech tip in a few weeks on some password managers. So if you think you may need a password manager, hang around. We'll definitely be having that, like 1Pass and LastPass. There's some great programs out there to help you manage your passwords. So what else can we do besides having a strong password? Well, you can go to myappleid.com. That's myappleid.com. Log in. And one of the options, if you click the password and security over here on the left, you can see I'm already logged in. It will give you the steps to do the 2-step verification. So again, by turning this on, you're giving an extra level of protection to your iCloud account. Whenever you make a purchase or you want to make a change to your iCloud account, it will send a verification to another device. So for a hacker to access this, they would have to have not only your password, but also one of your devices with them. And chances are that's not the case. So it's a much more secure way to use iCloud. So if you keep any sensitive data on your phone, especially if it's backed up to iCloud, strongly consider turning on 2-step verification. So thanks for joining us today on our tech tip, and we'll talk to you next time.